Welcome Gemini, to your in-depth weekly forecast for week commencing the 12th of August for the Ascendant, the Sun or the Moon. Your ruler Mercury continues its retrograde, but it is going to be inversing this week, at the heart of the week, back into the sign of Leo. Very much about quick, fast communication and very much in keeping with the energy of your sign. But it is going to then square up with Uranus, as is the Sun as this week goes on. So the chances are that as the week develops, something can come into the open that you're not quite expecting. Perhaps it's you who's going to suddenly open up and share something that's been simmering beneath the surface in a more direct way. But also at the heart of the week, Mars, the planet of passion, connects with Jupiter, the planet of fortune, in your sign in a very rare alliance. If we think that Jupiter hasn't visited your sign for 12 years, and Mars applying to Jupiter is a very determined combination. Mars is about thrust, it's about self-belief. It can be confrontational. In the first house, it's about you, the individual. Jupiter adds more confidence to the mix. There could be part of you that feels really emboldened, but there are some traps because Saturn, in the part of your situation to do with how you connect to the wider world or influential people, is actually quite oppressive to this incredible combination. So for example, if you were very decisive and outspoken because you really thought in that moment that you were absolutely convinced of what was important to you, the way that was perceived by someone a bit more conservative, a bit more set in their ways, they may be resistant to anything that you want to try that is more dynamic, perhaps even changing something or having a fresh start. Perhaps it could even be your folks who are a little bit doubtful about one plan that you have. But also as the week goes on, Venus, in the part of your situation to do with how you feel about things, and encouraging you to work on your home and emotional world in terms of perhaps redecoration or spending more time with the people who are important to you, that is also challenged by Saturn and squares back to that Mars-Jupiter combination. So whether it's around your professional world or your personal and family or home life, the combination of Mars and Jupiter is undoubtedly spectacular, but it does need to be handled with care. So if you rush something or you try to dominate a situation because you feel you're very much in the right, you could find that you're running into heavy weather quite quickly, and it could put some strains, to be honest, on those relationships. And then if you feel that people are reacting in a very unfair way, then the square between Mercury and the Sun and Uranus, which continues in a very psychological area, could see a lot of resentment come up and spill into the open as the week draws to a close in a way which is not so good for you. So how do you deal with all of this? So whether it's around work, around your personal plans, around your physical exercise, whether it's around a relationship, be aware the combination between Mars and Jupiter is incredibly powerful, and if used right can be very much to your advantage. But just be conscious of not trying too hard or trying to get someone to compel only to how you see something. It's important to understand that other people may have a very different worldview, and that's what you may run into. And as much as you could ventilate something that's being very deeply held within you towards the end of this week, someone could surprise you with a revelation too. Have a great week, Gemini. It's been a real pleasure being with you. Please check out my year 2025 personal horoscope forecast special offer with the link beneath this video.